Hey, what's up? Welcome to the show. Feeling good with Duddy. That's me. Let's go. Hello, hello. Once again, we are back with another episode of Feeling Good with Duddy. And as always, I'm here with my brother and my co-host, Jake Bushnell.
Hello today.
He's a man of few words. He is. And also today, we have a very special guest, a good friend of ours, another local boy, Johnny Christ from Avenged Sevenfold. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for
Another
having me,
man
man.
of few words.
Yeah.
Yes. This is going to be a tough episode.
Yeah. You're gonna have to carry it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm used to it. Well, you know.
Hi.
Anything else? So yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. I know you're a busy guy. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me. This is listened to a few of these episodes. You guys are doing some fucking pretty cool shit.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, and we had just actually, me and Jared just got done doing an episode with Johnny on his show, Drinks with Johnny, which is amazing, and it's a good time. But yeah, you better, if you're listening to this and you get asked to go do that show, eat some bread before you go there because you're gonna need that in your body.
How was that Little League game afterward, by the way?
Oh, it was great. I was just in the crowd. What the fuck? Hit the ball!
Wait, how many shots did you? Because they played a game where Jared is
Yeah.
a Diet Coke fan, and so you set up a bunch of cups with random sodas in there, and every time he got one, what if he got it right? You had to do.
If he got it right, he had to do a shot or chug a beer.
Duddy had to, yeah. And if Jared got it wrong, he would have. No, Jared doesn't drink
No, he doesn't
alcohol.
drink.
Oh yeah,
There wasn't any repercussions. It was really just to pin Jared against Duddy. It was the whole point.
perfect. So you got buzzed up.
I think at the end I had to take like 3 or 4 shots.
I think it was 3 shots and chug a beer.
3 shots and chugged a beer. But I mean, before that, I think we had each had 2 Manhattans and a couple beers.
And a shot from the hat.
And a shot from the hat.
The tequila hat, which
that
was
hat.
disgusting.
It was fucking gross.
The cool thing, so the Drinks with Johnny show, it's like, it started out, you guys are at your bar in your house, and they make each other drinks. So that's cool, because you learn how to make drinks.
Totally.
And then the second half of the show, you kind of take it over to the couch, and that's when you chat it up.
Yeah.
And that's when you ambush Jared with a, you think you know what Diet Coke's all about.
Exactly.
And he was actually pretty good. I mean, he got 1 wrong, but he nailed the...
He got 2 wrong, but I mean, he was 4 for
he did?
6.
That's not bad.
One of them was on a technicality though, because it was ginger beer, but it was diet ginger beer.
That I felt was unfair,
Well,
but I liked it.
I
I
mean, come
supported
on.
it anyway. But yeah, I was like,
think
ooh,
3
that's tough.
shots and a beer is good enough. I had to go to a freaking my son's Little League game right after. I didn't need it.
Yeah, that's how tight this competition was. Jared literally guessed, he's all, this is ginger beer. And Johnny goes, nope, diet ginger beer. Boom, you're wrong.
I couldn't believe it though. I mean, he was getting some weird ones right. Like,
Yeah. He actually...
Diet Coke, or it was Coke Max. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, no. I had my wife go out and pick out some sodas, and I'm like, just go down the aisle, baby, pick whatever. We're gonna make this shit awesome.
Yeah, she found some old school hitters.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah, so the show was great. You guys, thanks for doing that again.
No, that was a good time, man. Anyone cool like coming up? Anything?
Yeah, well, I've already filmed a couple. It just takes me a second to edit these things. Because I got the platform as you talked about. Top of the show, we make a drink, and then we get into some interviews, and we'll probably play some fucking stupid game at the end, do something funny. So it takes me a second to edit, but I've already got a few coming out. I did one with my buddy Brandon Saller from Atreyu.
Oh, nice.
So that one will be out. I have a couple others, but I don't want to say them just yet, in case they don't get approved by said guest.
As will happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool,
I see.
man.
Like some topics may have been breached.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the idea. I get people drunk, and then I could get some real shit out of them.
Oh,
Things could be said that you don't want anyone to hear.
Yeah.
and you're just on the couch with your friend. The people probably forget there's a camera at some point. You're just drinking and sitting on your couch.
Oh, dude, when these guys were over, we filmed for like 3 hours. Like we were just chilling. We were just chilling, drinking, and like before you know it, like you completely forget about that. That's the whole point. Not every show is going to be at my house. That's just like the general format, but it is designed to like travel and stuff. When we get back out on the road and stuff, I'll be able to film some more and along, all across the world and stuff.
Awesome.
So,
Well, man, I'm sure that you guys' fans just absolutely love watching those.
yeah, it's doing pretty well. It's just starting out, so
Yeah.
but and I got to learn my chops about
as
being
is,
a host of shit.
As is this podcast is just starting out. We're learning every day as we go as well, man.
Yeah, you guys
Zero
are killing it, man.
qualifications to do this. None.
No.
Zero.
Well, that's the brilliant part, though, right? You're just
Yeah.
talking shit. That's what you do.
Exactly,
Shoot the
We are-
breeze and fucking get it going.
We're as a band. I mean, we've all been in bands or are still in bands, dude. You have to be able to talk shit to even exist on a tour bus.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's all it is.
That's all you're ever doing is sitting there having some drinks and talking to your buds about anything and everything.
Whatever.
So why it's kind of a natural transition to be real.
Yeah, it is.
So pretty cool. Both growing up in the same neighborhood pretty much, and both kind of getting into bands at the same time. Both having some success. Ours obviously way more than yours, but
Yeah.
you guys will get there one day. You
Yeah.
guys are doing good.
We're
Keep
working
trying,
on it,
keep trying,
we're
man.
gonna keep trying.
Really,
The fun little band
Yeah,
that you guys have. And
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We work
If
at
I
it.
have any
we
advice,
work at
if I have any advice, it's just stick with it.
Okay.
Stick with it.
Yeah. We've thought about stopping a couple of times.
No.
But, okay.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a couple people out there that be bummed.
Well, okay.
There's so many reasons too, but don't do it. What's the biggest crowd you've played for? Because Avenged Sevenfold has
shit.
played to like a sea of people, like in Europe or South America. I've seen videos where it's like, are you joking?
Yeah, man. It's hard to say. Like some of them are like the big festivals.
Yeah.
Those are probably the bigger crowds that
Yeah.
we've played. Especially when we did like Rock in Rio in South America. That was a massive crowd. I think it was like 250,000 people, something like that.
That is insane because it's like we've, as the Dirty Heads, we've had some pretty good success and we've played some pretty big shows. I'd say maybe one of the biggest festivals we've played was maybe 25, 30,000 people, and that's an endless sea of people.
Yeah.
250,000
I could be
people.
lying about that, but it was a lot.
I don't think you are
Dude,
lying.
I don't think
I've
you
seen
are. I
the
thought-
videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people. It's got to be around 200, something like that.
That's
and
crazy.
that was Rock in Rio. But again, that's a festival of like 2 weeks. It's not like we drew all that ourselves.
Yeah,
but like,
You were still on that stage and looking at it.
Yeah. It's
and
a
they
sea
were
of
doing
people.
this.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man.
What's the biggest? I mean, I've seen, I think, 30,000 people with you guys. It was a festival.
Yeah.
It was, and I couldn't even comprehend
Yeah.
the 30,000 person deal. I can't even fathom 250.
It's crazy.
It's so much bigger than what
Well-
I've seen, and I feel like I've seen big.
Yeah, it's great because I've seen the shows, and I've seen your guys' shows, and just where the sea of people is just fucking endless, and those
Yeah,
have been
dude,
like 30 to 50,000 people shows. So
Yeah.
to be on stage for over 200,000 people, that is just
That's
mind blowing.
that's
If
an infinity
if
pool.
someone Google checks this and I'm full of shit, I apologize.
Actually, try to find Avenged Sevenfold with a huge crowd.
Yeah.
Can
Look
you
up
maybe
Rock and
find
Rio.
that on the internet.
Look up
Yeah.
Rock
Avenged
in Rio.
Sevenfold, Rock and Rio. We'll get a video up at some point, and we're putting that up. And I guarantee you, it's not going to be far off from 250
Yeah.
fucking thousand people.
I saw
There's a
some
lot.
crowds for them that look like an infinity pool of humanity. It just it drips off.
It looked like flat Earth was real, and it was just the people fell off the Earth.
Yeah, I know the Earth is round because I've seen their crowds and they just fucking tuck under. Half of them are in the shade. So you got it.
That's pretty cool. So, like I said, like both kind of growing up in the same area, both kind of jumping into the music game around the same time. Look at that! Are you kidding me?
So
Which one
just
is that? That one's Rock and Ring. That's actually in Germany.
just real quick then,
But
Duddy.
I mean,
That one was probably about 100. I want to say.
so twice as many as that.
I think their band's a little bigger than yours, dude.
You know what they've been. You know what? I'm really happy for them.
Because earlier you were
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that you got okay.
No, I'm really, really happy to
I
see
think that I think they're not a lot. I'd just say 1-2
Yeah.
million fans bigger. Cool. Not a.
I'm sure at least 3 or 4 of those people have heard of us. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think so. No.
That
I
was
doubt it.
that was the Rock and Ring
That's
Festival. I knew which one that was. You'd see the Snake Pit, as Metallica called it. They were headlining that one.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
on right before them.
What's that? I mean, were you a big Metallica fan growing up?
Oh yeah, huge man. My very first concert I ever went to, my grandfather took me to see Metallica at the Forum. I want to say back in the day.
That's awesome. And then you guys have toured with them.
Yeah, we've done a few tours with them now. Actually, the first show we played with them, I think, was in Mexico City. It was like the first time they'd been back there in like 10 plus years or something like that. And it was 3 nights at this soccer stadium, 50,000 per night sold out. And They didn't like us the first night.
I've heard that the fans there can be pretty brutal. Like they're there to see the band they're there to see, and if you're not that band, get off the stage.
Well, it's kind of like that in the metal world. That's just kind of how it is. Mm-hmm. To be completely honest, like the first night they were like flipping us off, booing us. I think Zach got a battery thrown at him.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked. And then some guy was actually Matt had a great call on the fan. It was pretty good. He was flipping him off and going crazy. He's like, "Oh, you want me to fuck your girlfriend?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I got all crazy." It's like,
nice.
We got going
because Matt probably could have if he wanted to.
Dude, yeah. Matt's a big dude.
Yeah. So that was the first.
Scared.
That was the first night. By the third night, we had gained a little bit of the respect because we just kept going out. They kept booing, and we're just like, "Fuck it."
I mean, how could they not?
We got 30 minutes. You're gonna fucking listen to us.
That's the attitude. Like you can go out there and get super butthurt or let the crowd win, or you just go, "No, we're going to give you 100%, and they're going to come around if you're good," which you guys are.
Oh,
you guys are fucking awesome. I've known and followed Avenged Sevenfold since, dude, all the way back to we wrote Golden West College up there. I remember when Matt and Jimmy went to Golden West College to do the recording. I was in the same program.
I did that same class as well.
Yeah, and we basically there was a junior college in Huntington Beach, and a lot of us people that had bands in high school, we went to this junior college because it had a recording studio program, and they had a pretty damn good recording studio. And if you were in the program, you got to bring a band in to record. So we all made music. So we're like, perfect, we'll do this class and record our own music. And I remember Matt and Jimmy making this insane, like 2 songs, I think, just this insane thrash metal demo. And it eventually became Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, eventually became like Sounding Seventh Trumpet and everything like that, which they ended up recording in Hollywood somewhere. So
yeah, I remember Matt handing me like a paper sleeve of those 2 songs, way back in the day, and was like, "Oh, look at this, our new thing. We're doing this." And then it was like not long after that, I started seeing Avenged just like popping up everywhere. I was like, "Oh, that's rad." And then the rest is history. It's awesome. I mean, I go back as far with them as I remember. I mean, you've obviously heard of Successful Failure.
Oh yeah, of course.
And who was in that? Was it just Matt and Jimmy?
It was Matt.
No, Jimmy wasn't in it.
Jimmy wasn't in it.
Just
It
Matt.
was just Matt. It was Matt's band with
There was buddies from high school.
Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong names.
Yeah,
they'd be all bummed.
I feel bad too because
it's all guys we all knew, like growing up and shit.
Yeah.
Like I think DiBiase was in there and shit. For a
oh
minute.
my God, DiBiase! DiBiase played in our band for a while. And so I was in a band, punk band before Dirty Heads called Unknown, and actually Successful Failure, which Matt was in. We played a house party together in someone's living room. I think it was actually like the guitar player from our band's living room.
Those were always the best gigs, like in high school when you played.
Dude, they took
a house party in the living room.
Everything out of the house.
Yep.
There was mosh pits in the living room. I mean, people were like heads were going through the drywall and shit, and like the kids' parents were home. The mom ended up ordering a bunch of pizza and was walking around the party handing out pizza as her house was just getting thrashed.
That's fucking Huntington for you.
Dude, I was just gonna say, so Huntington Beach, California. This is like late '90s, maybe early 2000s, and it was like, okay, the Dirty Heads before Dirty Heads. Duddy's got a punk band, Unknown. I'm in a band called Don't Look Back, and Matt Shadows is in a band called Successful Failure, and all the way back in I think 1997, Matt Shadows' band called Successful Failure, which was like a thrash punk band that was fucking awesome. I still remember their song Monday Night Football in the Pit. One of the fucking dopest punk songs ever. He was already so rad at like 14 years old. I had a band, Don't Look Back, and there was another band, The Perps, and we formed a record label called Crunk Off Records. I don't even know if you remember this. You're younger than everyone.
I'm about 3.5 years younger than
so
everybody.
You were maybe 6th grade or 7th grade when
it was like in 7th grade because I remember going to one of like the house parties, and it was the Perps were headlining the house.
House party. The Perps were a great local punk band, and half of the Perps went and started HB Surround Sound.
Yeah,
that's the band I was in. I was from Don't Look Back, and I went into HB Surround Sound. But so you got the Avenged Sevenfold guys, the Dirty Heads guys. Like we all came from this high school era, and it was just like Johnny said, house parties everywhere, and parents supporting punk shows in their living room.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It's funny the music that we ended up making afterward though, because it all in high school and middle school it was all punk. It was everything that we were fucking doing was just punk, and then it's like, oh, well, there's other music out there.
Some different stuff. Yeah, that's so funny, man. So you were saying that you heard that Doug had said. That being said, back in school, go ahead.
Doug Cooper, I'm thinking you're from HB Surround Sound.
Yeah.
He's been a fan of you guys forever. And, so I think I remember him telling me a story back in the day. Now, this is when Avenged Sevenfold is kind of, they're hitting it big now. I think their song is maybe on K-Rock. You're in the band now. You're still in high school, right? Is this true?
I wasn't in high school yet. I was out of high school. I joined the band in 2002, the very tail end of 2002, did a co-headlining tour with the Atreyu, and then we cut Wake in the Fall on the second record in 2003.
You were already out.
Yeah, I was already in the band. I was already out of high school. I didn't finish high school.
Yeah. That's the story I was told. So I was told by Doug that you had to go into your teachers or something and say, see you later, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going on tour.
Yeah, basically.
That was actually, so was that with Avenged or was that
was with Avenged. That was with Avenged. So it was the first part of it was I was just going to do that 2-week co-headlining tour. Mm-hmm. And then towards the end, they asked if I wanted to join. And I was like, well, fuck yeah.
You're a senior? What are you?
I'm a senior in high school
at
the time. And, they were actually like making a couple of bucks here and there. And I was like, this is, even if it's not as much money as I'm making at Don Jose's, I'm fucking doing this. So
Don Jose's.
I work at Don Jose's.
A local plug.
So yeah, then,
awesome.
From there, it was just, started touring with the guys. We started making Wake in the Fall, and I went into school one day, like second semester was about to start up or something. And I was like, yeah, I need you guys all to sign this. It says I'm going to do night school. And they all did. And I was 18 at the time. So, and they all just signed off for it. And I went to like one class in night school and I was like, fuck this.
I'll figure it out later.
If I have to do it again later, because I could be like 40 and come back to this thing.
Yeah. Billy Madison it.
Yeah.
Dude, and that story has always stuck with me. Doug told me this when it happened. I remember him saying like, oh, I talked to Johnny and I didn't know you at the time. I mean, and Doug was like, he's going to play bass for Avenged. And he's like, he told me that he had to go to his teachers and get them to sign off. He was leaving. And I always just thought that's a movie. That's a dream come true. Like walking into your high school and just later, guys, I'm on tour with the band. I'm asking you now 20 years later.
Yeah.
I have had that memory from all the way back then.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
And it's true. Okay, good.
So, I mean, obviously, when you think about that and all of that you got to do, I bet you're pretty grateful for all the situations you've gotten to be a part of, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. I thank my lucky stars every day for the life I live, man. It's fucking incredible.
Damn. And that being said,
a segue captain coming up right here.
I mean, that was a good one. They should like fed him into it.
Yeah,
that
was
right,
seamless.
Right,
but I like how when we do a seamless segue, we then talk about it, crushing all this, ripping the seams right out. But sure.
It's like after you have sex, you're like, damn, I was fucking good, wasn't
it? It was good, wasn't it?
And then it's like, well, it was, but now I hate you.
It wasn't as good as you're acting like it was, so now it sucks.
I'm a fucking champ.
Yeah. Woo!
Damn it, ruined the segue.
Yeah. So what were you saying, Duddy?
I was saying, so you got to be grateful for that. And then, as we always do, we like to have a subject on the show, something make us feel good, something make us think. And today the subject is just be grateful. I think everyone at this table has definitely things to be grateful about. And really everyone in the world, if you take a second back and just think about things that you can be grateful for, you're going to make a list of things that you can be grateful for. I mean, we've all gotten to, live out pretty much a childhood dream of joining a band, getting to tour around the world, the country with our buddies and just make music. And it's a dream come true. And every day that I think about it, I really am grateful for that. And that doesn't mean that I still don't have things that I'm wishing for, things that I want, and goals that I'm setting for myself. Of course I do. I still want to be further along every day than I was the day before, but I still want to take a time out of every day to think about the things I'm grateful for. I mean, and I'm grateful every day, like you said, I get to do what I love for a living, and it's just amazing. What do you got? I mean, let's just take a second here on that note, and I think everyone also has someone that they're grateful for. Like, do you have anyone that you're just super grateful for? Not your mom, not your dad, just someone in your life, maybe that, or even a couple people that you're just grateful for?
Yeah. So I guess obviously we're all grateful for our family and everyone's super close to us. So that's obvious. So we'll try to choose a little more of a random person. So speaking of music and success and fulfilling dreams, right? Like I had the same dreams as you guys. I saw myself on stage with big crowds and I worked my ass off to get to these big crowds. And I didn't succeed in the same way that you guys did, where it's your living and you get to do it every day. And it's like I could concentrate on the fact that I didn't get to make music my life forever, like something to sustain my livelihood, which I used to do. I was like, oh man, you know what? I didn't have the success I wanted in music. I used to always think that because I'm like, I wanted to be signed by a label and make big money and have hit singles and tour the world. But over the last 5 years that I haven't been in a band, I've just been cutting hair and surfing and just being a dude. And I've had time to reflect on everything I did get to do in music, right? And I'm now ridiculously grateful. So I never look at my band as like, we didn't get as far as we wanted. I look at my band now and I go, dude, we did get to play to huge crowds. I got to tour with bands that I looked up. I got to tour with Pennywise and Cypress Hill and Sublime with Rome. I got to play shows with Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know if you remember this.
I do.
We opened for you guys in LA.
And the Henry Fonda Theater when we did our video for the Waking the Fallen song. I always drop blanks on
Backcountry,
names
was
of
it? No.
songs.
Me too.
I'm the worst.
It's his own band. He's like, one of our fucking
Unholy Confessions. There it goes.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold it down.
and first of all, how cool is Avenged Sevenfold, right? My band was a ska punk band or like a reggae punk band, and Avenged Sevenfold was cool enough to let us open for them at their metal show. And on a weird other note, the band that played right after us was not that big at the time, but they got real big a minute after this show. My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
I remember standing in the alleyway behind Henry Fonda talking to the singer of My Chemical Romance.
Jared,
and
yeah.
he was nice as shit. We had like a super good long conversation. He was just a normal guy. And I remember being like, what a cool guy. What a nice band. And I swear to God, a week later, their song hit. And I was like, holy shit, that's the guy. And it was just boom.
Yeah, they blew up.
That was rad.
But what I'm getting at is I had the same dreams as them. I didn't get to make it my huge living, but now I look back on music and I'm so grateful for every show I got to play. I got to play Red Rocks. I got to play all these huge venues that my band, honestly, didn't really have any business. We didn't have a huge following. We just were helped out by a lot of people. That gets me to who I'm grateful for. I'm going to give a shout out to a guy who's been on our show twice now, Cheese. Cheese helped my band, and he really helped my brother's band. Obviously, Cheese has helped the Dirty Heads become everything they are, and Cheese helped HB Surround Sound get on so many good tours and play so many great shows, and he never asked us once for $1. He just never did. He liked our band, and he helped us out, and so every amazing experience I've had musically, a lot of it is because of Cheese. So I thank him so much, and I want to give a quick shout out to a friend of mine, Lance Mokowow, too, who's like a marketing guy, and he let me work for him for 3 years.
Yeah, I know Lance.
You know Lance.
Great
and
guy.
He's helping us potentially get guests for the show. I mean, he still helps me out, and Lance has never asked for anything from me but friendship, and he's always been good to me. So Cheese and Lance are two people I just wanted to say thank you to, and I'm super grateful for everything they've done for me in life and in music.
That's nice, man. What about you? You got anyone?
Well, I know it's going to be a cliche, but it really is the guys in the band. Just going back to that story,
Yep.
These guys took me under their wing. Jimmy, specifically, our old drummer, the Rev, and just kind of showed me how to become a musician. I mean, I played in high school and stuff, and I fancied myself a good musician among, my high school. And then playing in a bigger pond, you start to realize I ain't worth shit. And these guys kind of took me under their wings and, really gave me the ability to play and continue on and have a career with music. And obviously without them, I wouldn't have been shit. So that's where, again, it's cliche, but it's fucking honest. And those guys, because I had zero chance on my own. I had to be aligned with these guys. So I'm super, super grateful.
No, that's awesome, man. Because honestly, if I think about it, someone, not my parents, and, I could obviously say Cheese, but if I want to think of someone I'm super grateful for, man, I'm going to say Jared,
Yeah.
He's been, not just my friend forever, but he's been my business partner, my bandmate, and we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but we've been on this ride together the entire time.
Yeah.
And we've always had each other's backs. And,
You need that, man.
you need that. And on top of that, just the quality control that it brings when you've got someone you're that close to and you're on the same page. It's like, if I have an idea and he's just like, no, I respect that, and vice versa. And we've always kept that. And and like you just said, you probably wouldn't be shit without them. You wouldn't be here. There's no way if I didn't meet Jared and we weren't on this ride together and had the same, just beliefs and path that I would be here doing this. Like
Yeah.
for sure, me and him together are a great team. I'm very thankful for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's that.
That's
And you
funny.
know what, man? Talking about this kind of stuff, you know, it just makes you feel good, Jake. It makes you feel so good. And speaking of feeling good,
Slipped it right.
we've got a couple sponsors in here that make us feel great.
Segway King. It's so silky.
Tell me about these.
We're
Tell
going to
me.
need to get some segues in here.
Oh yeah, you should ride a
I should
Segway
ride a Segway
by when
because
it's
I'm a Segway
you
guy.
deserve it.
Okay.
Just don't ride it off
You're
a
literally
cliff.
just riding around the whole fucking episode.
It made me feel good.
All right, first off, something that makes us all feel good. Whiskey.
Yes.
Doesn't make us all act good. We will act fine with it, but it makes us all feel good. And Proper 12, really, really good whiskey. If you have not tried this, I really recommend. Next time you got some friends coming over, grab a
Those are
bottle
awesome.
of this and pour up some shots for your boys or your girls. And I think that they're all gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna enjoy it. Proper 12 whiskey. Give it a go. Jake, hook us up.
Dude, I gotta say, I've been listening to the show, and I'm really excited. I have not tried this whiskey
Oh,
yet.
nice.
So,
I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
Okay, cool. I'm a big whiskey guy. You've seen my bar. I'm a big whiskey guy.
I have drank some whiskey with Johnny, and I also drank tequila that came from a hat, and it tasted like
Classy.
it came
What
from
was
a
up with
butt.
the hat? Because you were like, that hat's disgusting. I don't want to drink. What was the hat?
So
was like-
off camera, we actually had there was a hat sitting at my bar, and I think it was Jared that asked, like, what the fuck is that? And I told him the story. It was from a Christmas gift exchange that we do every year with a bunch of our friends. And anyway, it ended up at my house, and I had no idea. I was like, I've never had that before. Like, oh, we got to try it. And this was off camera and everything. As soon as we opened, we could smell how bad it was, and it was just fucking. It was every bit as awful as we thought it would be, and that's what he had to take a shot of. Three of them.
Ooh, and then go to
So a total of 4 of them I
Yeah,
took that
you took
day.
four shots.
It was.
Couple Manhattans.
I'm pretty sure it was something that you were supposed to sit on the shelf in your bar, and it looks cool.
That's exactly.
I
what it
don't
was.
think you were ever
Novelty
supposed
as
to
fuck.
open
Novelty
it
as
and
fuck.
drink it, and we did.
It's on the shelf at the 99-cent store. You're like, how can they give away 2 liters of tequila for
or
99?
it's on the the shelf and it's dusty and Don Jose's, right?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
It's a callback in the industry.
That's fucking smooth.
That's great, right?
That's real good.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to get me a bottle.
We're gonna get you some
There you
for
go.
your Drinks with Johnny.
Yeah, can you
we're
hook
gonna
me
get
up?
you some Proper 12 for Drinks with Johnny.
Dude,
That sounds
yes.
great.
That's
That
a
sounds
great idea.
fantastic.
So that being
What
said,
better show to do that?
we got a couple more over here. We got Sticky Vapes, another amazing company. We've been working with this company for a long time with the Dirty Heads. We make our own vape pens with them. It's just a great product. I always have one with me because, I'm a busy guy. I say it all the time. I'm a smoky guy and I'm on the go. Sticky Vapes is my bestest, bro.
Wow.
Wow.
Come on. Was that a jingle?
That's a jingle.
Was that the first time you
I just
sung that
came up with
jingle?
it right now.
Okay. Sticky Vape, you need that jingle.
Mark that down.
Yeah.
And
All
I,
right.
I snuck one into prison. And I'm not going to tell you how, but it's exactly the first way that you think I did.
Through the penis hole.
In a bottle of Jankum.
Little urethra sneak. All right.
By the way, I
right.
did try the Medusa after we did the show
Yeah.
a couple of nights. It's fucking nice.
It's
man.
nice.
Yeah.
And did you just say in your urethra, little urethra? Because that would be a humongous urethra.
He's saying that he has a huge penis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay, so Sticky Vapes, great company,
Tiny
great.
penis, huge urethra, dude. It's
It's every girl's dream.
yeah.
It sounds more like a vagina.
Don't knock it, everyone on Earth.
Okay, so Jake's got a penis vagina.
Sticky vapes.
.com.
Feeling good.
Talking
with
about
Daddy.
getting sticky.
Cool. We're gonna need a new vape sponsor. They're not gonna like us anymore.
Type in the code urethra. Be connected directly to the police.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Sorry, Sticky Vapes. Still love ya. Remember the jingle? That was dope. What was it? How'd it go?
I'm a smoky fucking bro. Check out my smoky toe, right? I'm almost
No,
positive.
that-
Nope, that's not it.
Check out the
That
smoky
doesn't-
toe.
Yeah, just
I don't think I heard that one in it. We got to get that playback on that.
Sticky
We get that playback
vapes.
over there.
What was it? I'm on the go. I'm a hell of a smoky bro. Something.
I'm a smoky dude, and I'm on the go. Sticky Vapes is my bestest, bro.
There it is.
Wow. If that
If
wasn't
you can
it,
remember
that's
it that quickly again, you know it's gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. It's in there.
It's not
in there.
it's not Supermoon, but it's real good.
Okay, thank you.
We'll put that out on the internet against Smoky Toe and whoever the crowd's into.
We'll get a vote on that. Smoky Toe or Smoky Bro, whichever it is, we'll go with that.
Makes sense both ways.
Moving along. Koi CBD. What an awesome product. What an awesome company. Been working with this company since the start of the podcast, but been using this product way before the podcast. I literally use this every single day in the morning. I use this dropper, and I've said it before, and I'm going to do it again right now. Everybody take some of this dropper, and if you don't feel better, you're a fucking liar. And that's just how it goes, you know. And what's good about it is you're not going to get high from it. You're first just going to have a delicious taste in your mouth.
Listen to how that.
You hold it in your mouth for 20 seconds, and it tastes good for the whole 20 seconds. And then you let it dissolve. And next thing you know, you're going about your day, and you're just like, I feel better. It's great. And then Jake, didn't you just?
So here's the deal. So I just had a baby. Or I didn't have a baby. I helped create one.
We're pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
I know.
Don't say we are pregnant.
Congratulations,
Because you're
by the
not
way.
pregnant. Your fucking wife is pregnant, you asshole.
I said that once too. I'm a barber and I said that once in the shop. I'm like, yeah, my wife and I are pregnant. The guy in my chair goes, you're not pregnant. I was like, I know. That was the douchiest. Yes, my wife is pregnant. No idea who the father is. Fine. That's the truth. But no, we had a baby 5 weeks ago. Okay.
You're still doing it, man.
Yeah, geez. It's like when you say our team won, like our team didn't play well. You're not on the Lakers, asshole. All right. The Lakers didn't play well. You fucking have a shirt. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So I brought this home last night. You can see the fingers in case you don't believe me. And dude, my back's killing me. I'm a barber. I surf and I've been carrying a baby. Same with my wife. So we gave each other back rubs, extremely sensual. And 10 minutes later, we both were like on the couch. I don't use CBD much. I didn't know if it was
Back
real.
rubs with the CBD cream?
Yes, back rubs with the CBD because we were both sitting on the couch like our backs hurt. And I go, babe, I brought home some stuff from Koi, rubbed it on, and 10 minutes later, we both were like, dude, my back doesn't hurt at all. We like laughed about it. I'm like, I guess this shit works, and it still doesn't hurt. So I will check back on the next show. I'll let you know when it starts to hurt again. I'm on like 18 hours of no pain. All right. Testimonial.
Tested and proven. 40 hours of no pain.
Smoke toe. You got
And it's
it.
been, you guys checked it? You guys checked it? It checks out? It checks out.
Oh, definitely.
It checks out. So Koi CBD, awesome product. They actually have these dope new drinks too. Hemp infused Bava Raja. We made Bava Raja. Bava Raja. Everybody needs a Koi Bava Raja.
It's beverage, but he decided to say Bava
I
Raja.
think that's how they say beverage in France, you know, Bava Raja.
Absolutely.
So
Something like that.
It's something like that. So koicbd.com, check it out. You put in code DuddyB, or I think it's just Duddy. Shit.
Oh, we better
I think
line
it's
this
just
up.
code Duddy at
Try 'em both
checkout.
and see which one gives
if
you
it
the
doesn't
promo
work,
code.
then you got to buy more shit. It's either Duddy or it's Duddy B. Try Duddy first. If that doesn't work, add a fucking B to the end. You're going to get 20% off your order right then and there. Koi CBD, check it out. And last but not least, a new one to the podcast that we just got. I just started utilizing this. It's On It. It's a great product. They sent me some awesome things. I've been using every morning since they send it. It's like an instant powder that you just mix in some water, and it's like helps your brain function great, like your memory and your focus. It's just you're on point. And God, I'm a busy dude, and especially with like being on the road all the time, and like you get off the stage late. You get off the stage sometimes at like midnight or later, and you just played a show and it's all this loud music and your head's still going and your adrenaline's going, and it's hard to get to sleep sometimes, but you got a long day the next day. Dude, this all natural melatonin spray, the last few nights I've done a couple sprays of this and slept like a baby. I woke up feeling great. And then right after I woke up, I dropped the brain fuel into my brain and I was like, let's go.
And then he hit a CBD dropper, snuck one of these into prison, rubbed this on a random drifter, and hit a shot of proper 12.
And that's how I start my day. That's how you successfully start your day. So onit.com, that's on it with two N's, O-N-N. How do you spell that?
ONNIT, on it.
That's how you do it. So onit.com, check it out. Great company, great products. Check it out. Let's move along.
Yeah. Right.
Whew, that was a lot.
pro style fucking promo right there.
Thank you, man. Jake, can we get some more shots? I need
Christ,
shots
I'm
after that.
exhausted from the promo
Me too.
section.
We're going to need more shots. And I'm gonna need
yeah.
some. Oh, you know what? Let's light up a blunt.
Okie doke.
You missed one?
No,
There was
I didn't
another
miss it.
one?
This is Trade Craft Farms. These things are dope. This isn't even like a sponsor yet. This is just something I had on the table because I like them. So I'm just going to give them a free fucking whoop whoop. They got these little tins, and they come with these dope like hemp wrapped
Those are
blunts.
pre-rolled, huh?
And they're pre-rolled, and they're dope. So we're gonna light one up.
Now it sounds like we're just blowing them, huh? It's like
I
they
know.
come with a crafted tin.
Anything else?
It's a 10. It's 10. We can guarantee you that. All right, light the blunt.
Okay, so yeah. So I noticed some videos online of you guys and some things that you guys love to like do pranks on the road. Like, is there any good ones that you mind talking about? Because I know sometimes.
No, I don't mind talking about any of them, to be honest. I mean, that's what we do. It's fun. I actually have a funny one that wasn't on the road that we didn't videotape or anything.
Oh,
like
I would
that.
love to hear this.
Okay, so most of my pranks are aimed right at Sinister Gates.
Nice.
He's my best friend in the whole fucking world, so I like to fuck with him.
You have to.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people have already seen the couple pranks where I did. I put his voice to make it sound like a chipmunk in his ears when he was playing the show.
Oh, in his in-ear monitor?
In his in-ear
no
monitors.
fucking
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's tough right there.
And then I fucking trashed his room like the first day that he was coming back from having his son.
Okay, there's a video online.
wow.
If you could please find it. I watched it. I love it. I meant to send you guys that. So it's Johnny Christ trashing Sinister Gates.
I think it'll be
hotel
under
room.
Prank Wars. or
Prank
something
Wars.
like
It's
that.
pretty easy to find. Grab that one because this is awesome.
Pull that up. That's good.
So there was that. So those were the two that were videoed, and then Brian got me back last day of the Metallica tour we did last summer, 2 summers ago, whatever it was, and we did. He poured a fucking bucket of ice cold water over my head right before we were supposed to go take a picture with Metallica for the end of the tour and everything.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was pretty funny. I was like, all right, solid move. So dating back before those even happened, there was a time when Brian and his wife, Michelle, were going to go out on vacation, and I knew that they weren't going to be home. And being the very best friend that I am, I know the code to his house. You know, I could get in there if I need to. So me and my wife decided that we're going to go in there, and we're going to first off take black tape and put it all over the cameras in his house because I know where every single one of them is. And then we go through and just annihilate his fucking house. And we went in like with duffel bags of shit and like tools and everything like that. Zip tied every single drawer together in the house. Found a key to their wine fridge that locked it and hid the key. I changed out Brian's body wash with mayonnaise. My wife is going to love that I tell this part. My wife took a teeny tiny little turd in the master bathroom and we left that.
Nice. I'm sure it smelled like roses.
Of course it did.
Upper decker.
Yeah. We made it look like we actually trashed the house, but we were nice. We flipped over couches and shit and flipped them all over and like toilet papered the inside of the house and made it look like we really fucked it up, but we really were kind of gentle about it. You know? But yeah, so we completely trashed the inside of his house. We knew he was coming home like an hour or two later. So, and the brilliant part though is the gift that kept on giving because I didn't tell him all the little things it did. He's trying to find his wine key. He's like, text me, where the fuck is my wine key? And I'm like,
oh, he already knows immediately it's you. He opens the door and says, fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He goes through and then like he's like a couple days later he's all, did you put mayonnaise in my body wash?
Oh, yes. He probably used it 3 times.
Yeah, he's like, he put it on. He's like, what the fuck is that smell?
And you go, why did it take you a couple days to shower?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
What is happening?
That was one of the pranks that didn't make it on video. That was probably a solid 10, 12 years ago.
If you guys go on YouTube, you'll find him trashing the room. But they did pull up.
Oh, is this it?
This is it. So maybe fast forward 4 or 5 minutes into where he's really tanking the place. Because this is him explaining that he's... So set this up for everyone because you do a setup at the beginning. He just had a baby, right?
Yeah. So Sin had just had his first kid, Nikki. We had to cancel the show in Philly actually so he could go home and do it. And then so I knew I also had a kid 3 months prior. Our kids are 3 months apart.
Awesome.
And so I knew that he would be fucking tired as shit when he came back out on the road. So I, the very nice guy that I am, decided that he would need to take a nap as soon as he got in, like 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, before we played at like 7. And so I was like, well, that motherfucker's not getting any sleep. So I trashed his fucking room. I just went through and methodically, I really took it like a piece of art. I sat back over a couple hours and a couple bottles of wine, just like really nitpicking it.
What can I do?
Go ahead and hit play. Maybe keep the sound down. and we'll just keep telling the story over the deal. But yeah, so here you are. You're just putting chairs into the bathtub.
Yeah. That one, that was, just I also knew that he would probably want to take a shower and clean up. That's
look
the
at
lotion all over it.
Nice.
Now this one was difficult.
I love this part.
This one I actually had to figure out. This was very difficult to get into the shower, actually.
So probably difficult to get out.
Exactly. It was incredibly hard. I actually had to have our camera guy help me to get it in there. I ordered really nice bottles of wine on his tab. So that
Beautiful.
And you guys know too, you've traveled all day. All you want to do is take a shower and lay down. And you just had a baby. You haven't slept in a month.
Yeah, it's a real dick move.
This is great.
This also took a solid amount of time. Each thing was it was hard to get it going, so I knew it was gonna be hard to not find get it out of its position.
I like how you did like a real world confessional interview too. You're like in the corner, like
yeah.
Just bad lucking his whole life.
Right there. Never open an umbrella inside a shower is okay though, because it's like rain though, right? So it's okay in the shower.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it makes sense. You don't want to get wet in the shower, so you helped him out on that one.
The most outdoor place.
And then this is probably frowned upon, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. That is a non-smoking hotel. I guarantee you that.
$250 fine.
Taking food literally right out of his baby's mouth. I love this. This is great.
I took all the light bulbs out so that he couldn't turn on the lights.
Nice.
Just disrespecting that fine artwork and photory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was at like a really nice hotel too.
It looks like
it's swanky.
Looks swanks.
Look, there's the freaking Chicago skyline out the window.
And this was Denver, actually. That's Denver.
Denver, hey. Yeah. Well, that's a double waterfall. That's Denver all day.
Yeah.
Those aren't in Chicago.
That's pretty awesome.
The one waterfall.
So what was his reaction then when he came back from this?
So that's the only bummer that I didn't,
I guess you couldn't be there.
I couldn't be there because then he would know. I couldn't just be like, hey, buddy, how are things going? He would know something's up, right?
Yeah.
I wanted him to literally go up to the fucking door and just open it and see all that shit. From my understanding, our security guard that helped him up to his room, he opened it and immediately went, fuck. And the best part, the part about him not being able to sleep, I hid the mattress.
Is that on there?
It should be
cut
on
it
there.
early.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So I hid I hid the mattress behind the curtains.
Oh, nice.
And he could not find him for like a fucking couple hours.
That is
like
beautiful.
The security guard actually asked me, he's like, hey dude, he really needs to know where the mattress is. He wouldn't even text me. He was that fucking irate. He wouldn't even directly text me.
Now I'm not speaking to him, so please
tell him, find out where the mattress is right now.
That is so good.
They couldn't find it. He had the security guards helping him clean up and everything like that. And the hotel was completely sold out, so he couldn't get in
I was just gonna say, could he get in there? Nope. Done. Nope. Lucky to have this one. Sleep on the floor.
Yeah, that was. I was pretty proud of that one.
Oh, that's fucking.
That's
amazing.
One of those things where he was so fucking pissed at you, but now he's probably so happy you did that.
Oh yeah,
because that video's worth everything. This story's worth everything.
Well, that's kind of our prank wars thing. Like if it's. We discuss them later and be like, yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. And it's always, you can't do anything stupid. Whatever you do, it could piss me off at the time, but make sure it's fucking clever or something like that.
Yeah. If it's just been mean or
then that's not
that
fun.
one's mean but totally funny and absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And
it was drawn out. It was drawn out.
I'm grateful. Can I be the segue?
Wow.
Oh,
no,
Captain from now on.
They call that a callback.
That in the industry, everyone. I'm grateful for you doing that. And thank you. Boom.
I am grateful for a thermometer change in here. Could we
get a little chilly, man? I think we need to warm ourselves up with another fucking proper 12.
Jake, we need some warmth.
Oh shit! I'm gonna need a fucking Uber. I'm like all right. I'm a lightweight. All right. So anyone who wants to have sex with me later, you got it.
Uber it is. Pour yourself a little baby.
Everyone's
guy.
all no. Nobody wants to. All right, fine.
Well, just pour me and Johnny one then.
Yeah, that's fine. I Ubered here. I'm responsible about my.
You did?
Oh,
we'll share one.
I always do that.
Yeah. Where was I going with that?
I've had 2 shots.
You threw me off with your segue because normally I'm supposed to segue, and then it's hard to segue a segue.
It's tough when you're the segue captain and then someone obviously is far better.
Whoa!
Yeah, kind of like when you thought your band was bigger than Avenged Sevenfold, and then we looked at 3 pictures.
If we can go back into when at the time I said that, we were, and then they just passed us right after that.
You're actually probably right.
So, truthful.
Shit. Well, Hard to find out any real facts about that.
So after this
No
shot,
fact check on that one.
Before we take this shot, I'll let you ponder this right before we take it. Piss face?
Oh, dude, yeah.
You want to hear about that one?
Bring it. Why not?
All right.
Piss fetish?
Actually, you know what, you guys? Nah, we don't want to talk about that. So someone in their band pissed on someone else in the band's dad's face, but that's not something we even want to talk about here. So how do you feel about our sponsors?
I'm feeling good with Duddy right now. And that's
All right.
pretty good.
Let's just forget about the P-face Duddy.
We don't. Wait. Don't not talk about it on my account.
No, I'm totally talking about it.
We fucking have to. And everyone at home's like, dude, Jake, get off the show. You're the worst, Duddy.
I mean, we had a whole segment that was about
happening.
shitting your pants. I think we can have a segment about piss face.
Oh, by the way, next time I see cheese, too, that's an epic story.
That's right. And our buddy Chad from Chadcast. That's 2 D's too. CHADD cast. Chadcast. He came on, I think 4 or 5 episodes later, and told his own pants shitting story. So,
Jeez.
if
I haven't
you
gotten
feel
to that
like
one yet.
sharing, if you haven't shit your pants,
and we're going to be having a special episode coming soon.
Anyone who says I haven't shit their pants is full of it.
Whoa.
No.
You're looking at the
There's
unicorn.
No way. There's no way.
You're looking at the unicorn.
I think when Cheese fucking oil checked you, something might have came out that you don't remember.
Onto his finger, but not into my pants.
dude. If his finger swiped
Oh,
your
a
undies on the
technicality.
way
A technicality.
It's shit your pants, not shit Cheese's finger.
Oh, fuck, I missed
Wait.
the
No,
shot
not even a full shit. Like not even a shart. Like not even a missed
Not
fart.
even a shirt. You want to know why though? I think it's a
I'm
little
calling
bit.
bullshit
I
on
think
that
it's a
one.
little bit.
Yeah,
calling bullshit.
It's a little bit of luck. It's a little bit of a tight grip, and it's a little bit of.
I didn't
don't
hear.
trust farts.
I heard it wasn't that tight, dude.
I heard he
Cheese?
slipped
Okay,
directly in. This is a
Weird thing about Cheese. Weird thing about Cheese. You don't know about him. One of his fingers, super skinny and small. Super skinny and small.
And that was the one?
That was the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right, dude.
Where were we? Oh,
You got to listen to episode 1 of
Piss and
Feeling
shit.
Good to understand
All right.
what the
Go to
fuck.
the archives.
Go to the archives, dude.
Speaking of archives, piss face.
Piss face.
We don't
Is
want to
that what
talk.
we're
We
gonna
don't
name
want to talk about.
No.
No, of course we do. Yes. Who peed on whose dad's face?
That would be the work of one Johnny Christ on the work of one Sinister Gates father.
Oh. I hope he's watching.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He's actually had to recall this story several times because it's one of our favorites to tell our friends and family and everything like that. So he's lived it.
What happened?
This was back in the day where in New York we had a Warped Tour in New York. Backcountry was just starting to get played on MTV, and MTV was actually out to do an interview with us, all this kind of stuff coming up the next day. So the responsible gentleman that I am, I got really shithoused
Of course.
from the city that we had left before there to go in there. And Brian's father was out on the road with us. And he was in one of the bunks in the buses, as you know, one of those little bunks. Oh, yeah. The curtain closed up.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently he thought it was raining outside. He was like, oh, man, it's raining. The show's going to suck. MTV's out here to interview. And, man, now it's raining. It'd be a lot better setting for MTV to see these guys and some better weather. And he's like, wait a minute, it's not fucking raining. He opens up his curtain and gets a fucking arced golden right between the eyes. I'm pissing all over his face. He's like, what the fuck? And he can't see who it is. And then all he sees is a fucking naked ass crawl up into the second bunk above him. And he goes, oh, I don't even know what the fuck just happened to me. And then he reaches down into one shoe that he had sitting outside the bunk, completely dry. But the one with his wallet was filled to the very top.
Oh, the critical shoe. The 50%. Someone thought that they were in the bathroom, right?
Yeah. Oh, I definitely
it was
did.
him.
Oh,
I
was you?
was the one.
Oh, I got.
Yeah.
I was the one that peed on him.
Mark farted in the room and made me fucking aware of it and stole me away from the.
Oh,
yeah,
you farted during a piss story?
Dude,
Come
waft
on.
the thing.
I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah, like we don't smell it. It was a snot. But dude, so it was you peeing.
I peed on his face.
I've seen this happen twice. So you're not alone. And
Oh,
I'm sure.
There's got to be other people. Not on our.
I've done it.
Yeah,
There we go.
so you.
I haven't shit my pants, but I have pissed a face.
That's what happens when you get disoriented on the
did it
fucking
to-
bus. You're fucking okay. Let's not pretend like I wasn't blackout drunk. I was.
Exactly. Yes. That's always
You
part
don't
of it.
piss
Yeah,
on
yeah.
a face sober unless you got to piss.
Oh my God, we
Yeah,
now
yeah,
have
I mean, true.
we now have a pants shitting segment, and we now have to have
Face
Johnny
piss.
because you've said I guarantee you 100 people have a face piss story, or at least a pissing in the wrong area, thinking that you're in the bathroom because you're drunk.
Yeah.
I have 2 stories of people pissing on. I love that you're bringing this.
I did it. Yeah.
This is going to help people grow.
It is. I did pretty much same thing as you. It was at our time, my guitar tech. Actually, I don't even think he was with us. I think he was with Rome was touring with us at the time, but not with Sublime with Rome. He was doing his solo thing, and he was touring with the Dirty Heads. And at the time, his tech guy was Dakota, who ended up becoming my tech for a while. Awesome guy. It was his birthday, and he doesn't really drink much or like to go out much, but we like made him go out. And we all went hard, and same thing. I just fucking got hammered and must have thought that I went to the bathroom. And I just remember waking up by someone like grabbing my ankle and like shaking me, and I like snap out of it, and I'm just pissing on John's face.
No.
Yeah. Pissing on his face.
On your own bandmate.
My own percussion player's face, pissed on it.
So
That's
we got
amazing,
your story has now inspired a Dirty Heads piss face story.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And he was actually took it way better than I would. He was like, he knew how wasted I was, and so he was just
I can't believe you came too.
Man.
I did not come too.
He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Of course, he was like, oh, it's all good, man. He's like, I'm going to go sleep in your bunk. You sleep in mine. I was like, good idea. Because I had pissed in his. He's like,
I love
fuck
it.
you.
Well, that's brotherhood right there.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I love that all he saw was you crawling back up into your bunk.
All
and
he
just,
saw, and he wasn't completely positive. He had piss all over his face. So the next morning, Brian comes out and he sees him laying out everything in his wallet with a blow dryer, trying to dry out all of his shit. And he says, "What happened?" So I'll tell you later after the show. And so
he was dealing with it all.
Yeah, he was dealing. He was just fucking pissed. He had been freshly showered at like 6:00 in the morning when we rolled into the fucking Warped Tour stage and everything like that. And like, so I had no idea. And then he told him right before. Yeah, I guess apparently he told Brian right before we went on stage. And Brian's like, "Oh, dude, you did something fucked up last night." I had no recollection of this.
You can't
Zero.
even be blamed. It was not a vindictive move. I mean,
No.
it's like you can't even be mad.
And like Brian's like, "Oh, you fucked up big time." I'm like, "Oh, dude, I don't remember anything. What did I do last night? What did I do?" So I'll tell you after the show. So I'm playing the show the whole time, going like, "Fuck, what did I do to somebody in the band? They're gonna kick my ass." And I'm just like worried the whole time. And then afterward, I hear the story, and I had to, of course, apologize very deeply. But yeah,
And again, so happy you did that.
I'm sorry.
I'm so happy. I'm so grateful.
Papa Gates, his face
Papa
alone
Gates.
has given many people joy. Because this is not the first time we've told this story.
Oh, he will. You're a legend, Papa Gates.
Papa Gates,
You're
you're
a
the man.
legend, sir. Dude. And
That
then,
is
so here's the
great.
deal. Keeping it back. I don't know if I should say who did this. Because, like, it could potentially, I don't know. But it was someone in HB Surround Sound. We're on tour. And I wake up in the middle of the night. Matt, Denny, and
You
I.
do sounds like?
Yeah, sounds
Okay,
like-
I will say that he has curly hair.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's all I'm willing to say. And I mean, a simple Google search would never clear this up for
No, no, no.
anybody.
We'll say Mug Looper.
They,
Dude, that might kind of rhyme with his name, but maybe not, dude. It's a
knows?
Google search
Yeah.
again, but you can't trust Google. So, Matt, Denny, and I, who's the guitar player from Surround Sound, and we wake up. We're in the bed together, naked. Whatever. No, we're not. We're all in the same room. All right. Surround Sound was on a budget, dude. So we got
Were you guys
10
using this koi stuff?
we were,
Yeah.
dude. Back
Rubbing
rubs,
it-
y'all.
rubbing it in.
Guess what? Still no back pain. How we doing? All right, so Matt and I are in the. I remember we both wake up and we're kind of like, dude, what's that sound? It sounded like someone turned a faucet on. And we both and we both wake up and we are like, yeah, no, that's weird. And then I look in the corner and it's fucking Blair Witch, dude. There's someone with long curly hair in the corner, and we're like, hey, and it's Schmug Schmrooper peeing into the corner of the room, thinking that he or she, we're keeping it real secretive, is in the bathroom and pissing all over, I'll say his name, Justin Snyder's computer and camera, our camera guy, all over his shit.
Oh my!
And so we're like, hello,
God.
we're like, no.
that's worse than a face, though. That's worse than a face.
almost, right?
Because that
You
that
could
could cause
wash
some
your
damage.
face off.
Yeah,
And-
that's damage to your computer.
Dude, it was, everything was fine.
Yeah.
So in the end, everything was fine. Dude, we stuck it in a bag of rice. No, I'm kidding. He's whatever. He wiped it off. Nothing was damaged, but we had to go wake him up mid piss. And it's like, don't wake up a sleepwalker because he kind of freaked
Stepbrother
out.
style.
Absolutely. It was a
Sprayed
weird
everywhere.
moment. Another moment, I had a girl stay at my house New Year's Eve night one night.
Also, Schmug Looper.
All curly hair in surround sound. Gonna keep. It was a girl, okay, potentially. And then, dude, and I remember I wake up at like 2, 3 in the morning and I hear pee again, and I look, and she had pulled out the center drawer of my, like, you know, your, what is it? What's the thing? Desk? No, not desk.
Cupboard?
You put your
dresser.
clothes in it. Dresser. I've had 2
Holy
shots.
shit, he is a
Who wants to take me home?
The rapist for 200.
Who wants to have me? I've had 2 proper 12 shots. Yes, she's sitting on the second drawer of my dresser, taking a full-blown piss, dude. And I just had to like deal
It
with that.
sounds like a pretty sturdy dresser, though. I mean,
Yeah.
she's sitting on the second drawer.
I think she's used to the kitty litter, and that's at her and her house. It's the drawer.
She's used to hovering. She had solid oak. No, I don't know. It was either way, dude. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Your story's
this feels
way
so
better.
good. I'm grateful
yes.
for these stories.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel better that I'm not the only asshole that's peed on people.
Far from alone. He peed on John's face.
I think, though, the only
Rad.
thing better than pissing on your friend is pissing on your friend's dad.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Dude, nothing's
Right
will beat
place,
that.
right time, right?
I mean,
There's like very few opportunities for anything. Why would you ever be in the vicinity of your friend's dad in a pee opportunity? I mean, you might be alone on
Yeah.
earth.
that's kind of like
With
seeing
that.
a white buffalo or something.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's kind of what always started like the prank wars and everything between me and Brian. Like since the very beginning, he used to bully me, and then we'd fucking go back and forth because I wouldn't take it. And like
Yeah.
he could kick my ass, obviously, but other than that,
But you can piss on his dad's face.
Exactly. I find way.
Checkmate.
Oh, wait, so you won, dude. All right, like forever. Like in the end, you guys will be old playing chess in a park, and he'll be like, yeah. At this point, you fucking There's no one left for me to piss on to top that. But so wait, when you came into the band, was he kind of like a bully to you a bit, or
Yeah,
what?
a little bit. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I was a fucking 18-year-old shithead. I deserved every fucking minute of it. I came in fucking thinking my fucking shit was fucking hot diarrhea, you know, or whatever the fuck the phrase
Or
is.
do you mean smelled like roses?
Smelled like roses.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you
Yeah.
go. So, you know,
Because
I came
everyone
in,
loves hot.
you guys don't like hot diarrhea? Dude, I do. You guys haven't tried life.
I have, but not in my pants.
Bullshit.
I love this though.
Yeah,
So
no,
you came in.
I
just
came
like,
in. You know, I'm just like, you know, oh fucking yeah, they like me, man. I'm fucking in. And so obviously there had to be some hazing going on, which happened, you know, often for the first couple of years, man. Like there was, and the other part of it is I knew these guys before I was in the band. A couple of them were really good friends with one of my older brothers, so I was always the younger brother,
I wondered how
younger sibling.
because you're 3 years younger. You said
3 years
than them.
younger, yeah.
Like how at high school? That's a big fucking gap.
Yeah, totally.
Now it's but
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it was a relationship through one of my brothers that even they would know me, and then it was another one of my buddies, Ryan Alonzo, shout out, was in a garage band with him, and it was right down the street from M Shadow's garage. So we would sit outside, and I was the little shithead that would wait outside of the garage smoking cigarettes so I could get a. Honestly, it started. I wanted to watch Jimmy play. Like I wanted to sit behind Jimmy and watch him play.
It was
We would
fun to
do
watch
that.
play drums.
Jimmy.
That's
Yeah.
how it started, and then obviously I started listening to the songs. I was like, oh, these guys are fucking pretty good. Like, and then you know, I knew Brian from my childhood and everything. Obviously an incredible guitar player, so I was like starting to fan up, you know. And I started jamming with Jimmy. Not to go off on a tangent, but that's kind of where it all started. Like
No
they
one's
finish
gonna
up.
be bummed to hear Jimmy stories either. We
Yeah.
did have a fan write us that said, "I want to hear Jimmy stories" because we said that you were
Perfect.
coming in.
Yeah.
And I'll find the name, but
I've got a million of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, after they're done rehearsing, I'd pick up the bass and she'd be like, "You know any songs?" I'm like, "I know some Primus songs," and me and him would just jam out on some Primus stuff, and that's kind of how it started. We were always in our band. We had listened to Pinkly Smooth a lot, which was Jimmy and Brian's side project, and we were always begging Jimmy because we loved his voice to please sing on our demo. Just our demo, dude. We'll find a singer afterwards. Please, we'll give you money. Just come fucking sing on our demo because none of us could sing. Needless to say, that never happened. But yeah, so from that point, it just, you know, I was always the little brother around, you know, little shithead who was just, you know, taking advantage of the luck that I was given the opportunity to do.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of hazing. There was a lot of, you know, hey, we got a band meeting over here in this hotel room. Come over and meet up. And I'm like, dude, you guys gonna pour water on me again? And they're like, no, swear to God this time. I'm all, seriously though, like, this is my last pair of clothes I have right now, and I can't afford to fucking go dry them again right now. I mean, this is early on. We're in the fucking van and shit. I walk up, sure enough, fucking trash can full of water.
If you say this is my last pair of clothes, done.
I know. I
We
was
weren't
still
going
learning.
to prank you, but now we have to.
Yeah, I was still learning the process here.
Yeah.
I was 18 years old. I had it coming. So yeah, when I say bully, it was more like hazing and those kind of things.
You're in the band.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
obviously like you, but
And
they gotta fuck with
if
you.
they
Exactly.
didn't like you and they didn't think they were going to probably keep you around, they wouldn't have been hazing you.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. When you look back at it now, like we've had other people. We had Mike Portnoy come in, everything like that. And from the beginning, he helped us out immensely, obviously, getting us back and after the Rev passed. But from the beginning, we always knew that it was going to be a temporary thing. And then, never any hazing. I think that also comes with you grow up a little bit,
Yeah.
They're 21 and 22 and I'm 18. Yeah. Like, we're all fucking around. We're all in fucking...
You almost enjoy it.
Yeah,
You're
totally.
like, oh, cool. These older cool guys are fucking with me. It's almost kind of like, cool, they accept me.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
And I mean, I haven't toured with the Dirty Heads in a while. I tour managed them when they first started, and they fucked with each other. When a band, obviously you're young, so when you're young, you're more rambunctious. And also, if you're in a band that's starting to blow up, you are living a fantasy world. So you are just fucking with each other. Like
Really
the
are.
Dirty Heads used to F with each other all the time. Are you guys mellower now on the road, or is it still
we're mellower. I mean,
Mellower.
But you're
we're
still
having fun.
effing with each other.
Oh yeah, you have. I mean, though,
obviously those
it's more. It's it manifests in like prank wars or something like that, or it's something as simple as, I don't know if it's the same way with you guys, but like when you're all sitting around talking shit, and then one guy gets up and leaves, that guy's getting shit talked on.
Oh, yeah.
You know that the wolf pack is going, that fucking guy, as soon as he leaves the room, and it doesn't matter who it is, and it's all in love, but you're just like, it's funny because, and then they come back and you go like, yeah, we were saying this shit.
Yeah,
about you.
we just fucking talked so much shit on you.
and that's like an actually really great thing, because some people out there, whether you're just a normal person, or if you're a rock star in a big band, everybody gets shit talked on. And when you're in a band, or when you live in Southern California in general, to the land of competition, everybody's talking. If you're a surfer, a skater, in a band, whatever, everyone's talking shit. It's just a shit talk land down here because everyone's trying to be cool and rad. Eventually you shed the skin of like, oh, this guy said this about me. It's all in love. Like if people are talking about you, they like you. It's good to be able to shake it off. You walk out of the room, you're going to get heckled. Because you probably did wear dumb pants one day, or say something stupid yesterday, or you're going to fucking say something dumb tomorrow. Whatever. It doesn't mean people don't like you. It just means that they're talking about you, and it's like a good thing. I'm only,
It's the best way. It's the best way to get the gift of gab, as they say too, because you got to be able to retort, man. If you in a fun way, you can't just be like, well, fuck your mother. It's like, no, you gotta come up with something clever.
Well, and and when you're saying like, oh, they leave the room, and you're like, we're talking shit, we're not like, fuck that guy, I hate
fuck
that
him,
guy.
he's
It's
a
more
piece of
like,
shit.
dude, it's more like, oh my God.
Did you just hear what he just
Earlier
said?
today, I fucking saw him do this, and when you talk about it, when he comes back, everyone goes, "Oh fucking bro, I heard you did this shit yesterday."
Dude.
Ah,
You can't get away with shit in this world.
Yeah.
Like, look, our friend Chad, again, to bring him up, Chad Cass, he ordered a cider the other day. We shit on him for 3 hours. I'll have a cider.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's
It's all
just
good.
Welcome to asshole land.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all in good fun.
It's
all in great
good
fun,
fucking
dude.
Fun, man.
We got more. There's no reason to slow down too. If we got more, we might be longest show yet. I don't want to stop.
That's all good.
I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
I want to
next.
say like, so we got the segment one time at band camp. You want to jump into it?
Let's do it.
Can we hit that?
Oh, and this one time at band camp,
We got one drop, and we're fucking
Dude.
wildly proud of it.
And
Dude.
made that ourselves.
Yeah.
That's really good, guys.
Thanks, man.
So those of you who say we're not professional, no one. Fuck off. All right, band camp.
All right, so I guess it's up to me now, right?
That was you. I'm gonna just
Shit.
chill for a sec.
All right, so I'm gonna make it a little long-winded one time at band camp.
Do it.
All right. So I'll paint the picture first. This is in 2008. We're out on the road in Europe, and a little band called Iron Maiden is taking us out in Europe.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, no.
Small act. Local?
Local to Europe, somewhere across the pond. And at the time we're coming off the success of City of Evil here in the States, and our self-titled. We're actually in the middle of the tour for our self-titled record, and we're kind of feeling ourselves. And we're talking to other bands that have been out with Maiden and stuff. They're like, dude, you guys know what you're getting into? These fucking fans are brutal. And we're like, we got this, guys. We're a confident bunch of fellows, and we're ready to go. We're like, dude, it's not going to be that bad. Boy, were we wrong. We went out day one in Italy. I want to say it was Bologna. And we first, before we were about to go on, we hear a group of fans, however be it small, but a group of fans going, hey, 7X, hey, 7X. Well, fuck yeah. They know us in Europe. This is going to be awesome.
No, told ya.
Lasted about 30 seconds before an army of Iron Maiden fans yelling, Iron Maiden, louder than you could have ever fucking imagined. Just brutalizing like the 1,400 fans that we had in this gigantic soccer arena.
Those fans of yours didn't realize that they started a war.
Yeah, it was
boy.
pretty brutal.
They were trying to help.
They were trying to help. They didn't realize what they had done. So we hit the stage and we're like, oh, fuck. We're immediately getting hit with a bunch of boos. And here's the part that you can't write. They actually were throwing salami sandwiches at us in Italy.
Salami sandwich.
We actually took the moment. I believe Zach picked one up and started eating it and just like fucking went for it.
So
it
was
was
that
the
like a
greatest
thing?
move.
They should have.
I don't know, man. It was there.
If you were in Bologna, I feel like they should have thrown bologna.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, but it was a cured meat of some kind.
So fuck you, Bologna.
Yeah.
But awesome what Zach did. Because that's what you got to do. You can't get
just bite the
butthurt.
bullet. No, just bite the bullet. We finished our set. We got off the fucking stage. Throughout the tour, there was some more stuff like that, but it didn't like really. It didn't really. It didn't get worse. Got slightly better each show. You know, we started fighting through it. But to make this tour happen, I will tell you, we were living fucking lean to make this tour happen.
Oh, yeah.
We were in a bus with all of our crew. We were bunking up hotel rooms, everything like that. We're staying in the outskirts of cities because can't afford to get the hotels in the actual city.
way.
And we got to stay close to the stadiums. The stadiums are never in the big city that they claim that they are. They're always outside. So we're staying in all these places. We're learning. I don't know if you guys have been to Europe very much, but when you go there, there's different hours of food, especially when you get outside of, outside of the metropolitan cities. If you want to eat at a fucking certain hour and you're starving, you might not be able to find food ananywhere.
Yeah,
it's
Europe
fucking
will
brutal.
do things like we're closed at 6 p.m.
Exactly. Yeah, and to them it all
Sorry.
makes sense. But as an American, we've only been out there a handful of times at this point.
Like, we want food at all times right now.
Yeah, we're Americans.
Where's every fast food place?
Yeah, no shit. So it feels like we're like 2 months in, and we're probably only 2 weeks in. But we're ready to like fucking get at each other's throats at this point. We have like 3 days off in Barcelona. So we go into Barcelona. This is a Jimmy story. We, we're kind of at each other's throat at this point. We all been cooped up in shitty places, and we don't have any money or anything like that. So, me and Jimmy decide that we're just gonna get fucked up for 3 days straight. We close the door to the fucking hotel room that we're sharing, and we just trash that motherfucker like Fear and Loathing style. Our manager came in at one time and was like, "What the fuck?" We had put pillows underneath the door so they couldn't smell the smoke or the water that had filled the whole fucking room. They had broken glass everywhere. We had thrown each other's heads in the wall. We were going all out. We're like, fuck this. This shit's we're never gonna get back to fucking Barcelona because we're all gonna fucking go home after this. Fuck it. Let's have a good time. Go down to the pool. This was a funny story. We go down to the pool, and there's the adult pool in Spain where it's nude sunbathing. And they don't think anything of it, and you probably shouldn't. But we found it fucking hilarious while we were drunk as fuck, and we've been drinking for 3 days straight, and we're just like, all right, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna get just one nut tanned. And we went down there, and our boxers just let one nut hang out while we ordered drinks from the fucking bartender guy, and he just has to come up and like give us drinks while we just have one nut hanging out.
So much funnier than 2 nuts. I mean, like,
yeah. If you do 2 nuts, it's kind of funny. Ball bag hanging out, but
Never has-
just one nut.
Twice as little is twice as funny. Nowhere else is that true. Okay, so you and Jimmy, one nut out.
One nut out. We have and it's a guy that's like serving us. He's just like, God damn it. When he has to keep serving us, we just keep getting like mojito after mojito down by the fucking pool. Completely shit house. The room's a fucking mess. We keep telling them, like, the management at the hotel keeps threatening to kick us out. It's like, we need to get in there and clean. You guys have been here. We hear what's going on. We need to get in there and clean. I'm like, no, you're not getting in here. So long story long, at the end of it, where we fucking literally jet out of that hotel because we knew we were going to get fucked. We got like thousands of dollars worth of damage in the bill on our way out.
You don't want to be there when it goes down.
No, we were like, no, I don't even want to. I don't want you to even look me in the eye.
Yeah.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
We left thousands of dollars under the pillow. Whatever. If there's extra, buy your children something.
So yeah, and then at the moral of the story is at the end of the tour we had actually won over some fans, and that's actually the tour that broke us in Europe. Before that, we were playing in clubs and a couple hundred people here and there. And the worst tour that we ever did in Europe was that. I mean, Iron Maiden guys were fucking great to us. They were absolutely awesome. We went out to pubs with them, had some beers with them. They were absolutely couldn't be better dudes. The fans, on the other hand, took a minute, but they came around, and then immediately following that, the next time we were in Europe, we were in small arenas. So
that's beautiful.
always in very grateful for Iron Maiden having taken us out. So thanks again, boys.
Dude, that's dope. Going back to, the subject of the show, being grateful. I mean, look at that.
Iron Maiden.
What a legendary band. And then you got to go roll with them and just win over all these fans and just go on this crazy adventure with your buddies. And it's almost just like it's a movie.
Yeah.
There's been so many times it's just on this show that we've talked about a story from a guest, and it's like, that's not a real life story. That's a movie.
That was the PG rated version too.
Yeah, I bet. But man,
I don't want to throw my brother under the bus here.
No,
right.
You know what though? We have to have you back
I'd love to come back.
because I feel like I could talk to you.
It's great.
We could
It's
just
too
go
easy.
for 10 hours.
It's too easy.
So we have to have you back, and we have to all share Jimmy stories.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
That'll be huge, and so that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's a few. There's already been a couple. I have one. I have a couple personal ones. I'm sure everyone does.
Well, that was the brilliance of the Rev, man. There was never a shortage of stories. That was very therapeutic after his passing. We literally sat around for weeks with people coming in and out of their houses, and we all powwowed at Matt's house first, and we powwowed at Brian's house, and we powwowed at my house, and we had all friends and family come in and have some drinks and share Jimmy's stories, and that was how we got through it, to be honest.
That's amazing, man. Well, once again, thank you so much.
No, thanks for
coming
having me,
in.
man. It was fucking fun.
Thanks to all the sponsors once again. Reamp Studios, thanks for having us. If you need some cool ass gear, go to cutlassbrand.com, check it out. They got some amazing stuff, and they're also one of the sponsors of the show every single show. What's up,
And
Jake?
more so, do you have anything you want to promote? Obviously, we got Drinks with Johnny.
Yeah, Drinks with Johnny is the main thing for me right now. That's I'm just doing that show, just starting out as you guys are here. So if you get a chance to check it out, I got some few episodes coming out. It's pretty lax. We're not doing that many of them. It's probably about once a month. You just go check out the YouTube channel and anywhere you podcast.
Do they just subscribe to the Avenged Sevenfold YouTube channel?
Yeah, and then
That's where
in the archives there, you'll find the Drinks with Johnny, and then anywhere you podcast, you can subscribe there, and you'll have the full versions of the episode.
Okay, so go ahead and subscribe everywhere. Drinks with Johnny. Go to the Avenged Sevenfold YouTube. Subscribe. Watch the episode with Duddy and Jared from the Dirty Heads, and I definitely want to have Jared on our show too. I think we should have him on for the Jimmy stories.
I think next time we have Johnny, we'll just have Jared too.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good time.
And, anything, Duddy?
Man, just take a second out of your day today or tomorrow, whenever you listen to this, and just think about all the things you're grateful for. And then, just reflect on that for a second, because there are so many things. And thanks for joining in. Feeling good with Duddy. Peace.